Hello guys, welcome back. Oh my goodness, Mike Babcock has been fired from the Toronto Maple Leafs and Sheldon freaking Keefe has been named the new head coach of Toronto. Oh my goodness, I never thought this would happen. By the way, hi guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new, make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. But 2 days ago, I made a video explaining why I think Mike Babcock should be fired from the Toronto Maple Leafs, and now he has been fired by the Toronto Maple Leafs. And I was done making a video, I uploaded it, Team Finland roster predictions for the World Junior Championships, and I was just ready to chill all night, you know, have a ball, have a great party or something, I don't know. Who knows? But the party came early because Mike Babcock is gone and Sheldon Keefe is here. I just can't put into words how happy I am. Not because Mike Babcock is fired, I mean, I think he's a good guy. Wishing him the best to wherever he goes because he will go somewhere. He will be a coach somewhere because some team's gonna want him. That's just a fact. But the way this happened, came out of nowhere. Nowhere! Elliot Friedman, Craig, nobody expected this. Nobody expected this. Even the analysts, again, like Elliot Friedman, like Chris Johnson, said that there might be a firing, but it would take a long time for that to happen. But this afternoon, dude, Kyle Dubas did it. He freaking did it. And I just cannot control myself because this is just huge in so many different ways. You have this tweet itself by LEAFS PR says Toronto Maple Leafs president, alternate governor Brendan Shanahan announced today that Mike Babcock has been relieved of his duties and Sheldon Keefe has been named the club's new head coach. Brendan Shanahan went ahead and did this, and that's how you know we were on thin ice when it came to Babcock too. That Brendan Shanahan, pretty much the biggest fan of Mike Babcock in the world, went ahead and just fired him. He just did it. He didn't care, he didn't even need Kyle Dubas to do it. He just announced it, and boom, it happened. Now for the Toronto Maple Leafs, who after that loss versus Vegas now sit under 500, this team needed to shake up. Whether it was a trade, whether it was a coaching change, I wanted something to happen. And to me, I was much more on the Mike Babcock getting fired train than the Kyle Dubas getting fired train. But I'm just happy with the way it goes because Mike Babcock is not the coach and Sheldon freaking Keefe, baby, he is here. And it's honestly just a dream scenario. I'm kind of hyperventilating here because it's almost perfect. And this never ever happens. But for Leafs fans that somehow don't know about Sheldon Keefe, of course, he was the AHL head coach for the Toronto Marlies who won the championship back in 2018. And as a guy who was like Sheldon Keefe for a very long time, as a #1 Dallas Stars fan, I really wanted him as the head coach instead of Jim Montgomery, but we got Jim Montgomery, and he's pretty good. But Sheldon Keefe will be great for Toronto. I think he's not the polar opposite of Mike Babcock, but he's different in a lot of different ways that I think will help the Toronto Maple Leafs. He's a guy that'll use the strengths of the team. We've seen that with the Marlies, how they're a fast, talented team. Sheldon Keefe doesn't put them in a position to be this 1970s Flyers. He doesn't expect them to be a team they're not. And I think on the Toronto Maple Leafs, Mike Babcock, especially this season, was playing them like they were this rugged team that was in the Stanley Cup Finals when it's obviously not the case. To me, Sheldon Keefe is the perfect hire, and I'm still dumbfounded that they actually did it. And it's also kind of crazy because we all expected that if they were going to fire Mike Babcock, it would have been for a guy like Dave Haxtell, the assistant coach in Toronto, and that was what I was fully expecting almost. Because again, Elliot Friedman, Chris Johnson, we're all saying the same thing. If Mike Babcock was to be fired, it would have been for one of the assistant coaches. But it's Sheldon freaking Keefe, baby. I'm too happy for this. But I think this is just an amazing move for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm so friggin' happy that they actually did it, that it actually happened, and that Sheldon Keefe is the new coach for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I think this will help them a ton, and while we are still super early into this NHL season, I think Toronto needed changes. It's more so my happiness coming that Sheldon Keefe is the coach rather than Mike Babcock being fired. I wish him the best off the Toronto Maple Leafs wherever he may go, but Sheldon Keefe is the coach of the Toronto Maple Leafs, and life is fantastic. But if you guys didn't enjoy this video, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. Comment down below your thoughts on this situation, whether you think it was a good move by Toronto or not. Share this video with your friends, get the hype going that Sheldon Keefe is the new coach of Toronto. I'm Nathan, and I'll see y'all in the next video or stream. Goodbye.